वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। You can repeat. अय्युन् लग एओंग ऐ औच हयवरट लन यमंगननम जभै गधश जबगडदश खप चठथ चटतौ कपै शशसर हल अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः रामशब्दः रामः रामौ रामाः रामं रामौ रामान् रामेण रामाभ्यां रामैः रामाय रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः रामात् रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः रामस्य रामयोः रामाणाम् रामे रामयोः रामेषु हे राम हे रामौ हे रामाः इकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः हरिः शब्दः हरिः हरि हरयः
हरिः हरि हरयः
हरिं हरि हरीन्
हरिं हरि हरीन्
हरिणा हरिभ्यां हरिभिः
हरिणा हरिभ्यां हरिभिः
हरये हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः
हरये हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः
हरेः हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः
हरेः हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः
हरेः हर्योः हरीणाम्
हरेः हर्योः हरीणाम्
हर्योः हरिषु
हरौ हर्योः हरिषु
हरिषु not हरीषु हे हरे हे हरि हे हरयः
हे हरे हे हरि हरयः
Disturbance in my voice.
Yes,
It is breaking.
it's breaking.
little bit.
Network not stable message comes. Anyway, it will be all right. Become all right. Then ukaranta. Ukarantaha pullingaha guru shabdaha.
उकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः गुरुशब्दः
Please all of you chant. Guruhu guru guravaha.
गुरुः गुरुः
Gurun guru gurun.
गुरुं गुरून्
Guruna gurubhyam gurubhihi.
गुरुणा गुरुभ्यां गुरुभिः
Gurave gurubhyam gurubhyah.
गुरवे गुरुभ्यां गुरुभ्यः
Guru gurubhyam gurubhyah.
गुरोः गुरुभ्यां गुरुभ्यः
Guruvoho gurunam.
गुरोः गुरूणाम्
Guruvoho gurushu.
गुर्वोः गुरुषु
He guru, he guru, he guravaha.
हे गुरो हे गुरु हे गुरवः
Napumsakalinga shabda. Akarantaha napumsakalingaha phala shabdaha.
अकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः शब्दः
Not palam shabdaha. Phala shabdaha. Priya. Not nakaranta. If it is palam, then nakaranta will be the shabda. It is akaranta only. Palam, pale, palani.
फलं
Palam, pale, palani.
फले फलानि
From Tritiya Vibhakti onwards, it is same as
रामशब्दः
Rama Shabda. Palena, palhabhyam, palaihi.
फलेन फलाभ्यां फलैः
Palaya, palabhyam, palebhyah.
फलेभ्यः
Palat, palabhyam, palebhyah.
फलाभ्यां
Tasya, palayoho, palanam.
फलस्य फलानां
Yoho, paleshu.
फलयोः फलेषु
He pala, he pale, he palani.
हे फलानि
Three shabdas what we have been chanting, need to know. Rama Shabda, Hari Shabda, Guru Shabda, and Pala Shabda. Rama Shabda, Hari Shabda, Guru Shabda, Pullinga. Pala Shabda is Napumsakalinga. As I said before, the gender of a word not determined by the meaning of the word. The word has gender. Pala is the word whose gender is Napumsakalinga. So its declension will be like this. And you will see Palam Pale Palani, Palam Pale Palani. Only Prathama and Dvitiya, you have this form. Afterwards, Tritiya onwards, same as Pullinga Shabda, Rama Shabda. Because Pala is Akaranta. Rama is also Akaranta. So the difference is there only in Prathama and Dvitiya Vibhakti. From Tritiya onwards, same. So it's easy to remember. So Pala Shabda, you can know. Napumsakalinga. This is important Shabda Pala. And Guru and Hari and Rama. And I taught you, I think, this also. Tat Shabda also. Tat Shabda, Pullinga. Then I think in Askas I taught this also. Right?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
If you know this, then further we can extend this to other Shabdas also. So we can do it today. Please repeat after me. Dakarantaha Pullingaha Tad Shabdaha
Dakarantah Pullingah Tad Shabdah
Sahataute
Taute
Tam Tautan.
Tautan.
Only these two, Prathama and Dvitiya, you need to know. Other Tritiya onwards, same as Rama Shabda. If you know Rama Shabda, then you can easily know this. So, Prathama and Dvitiya, Sakataute, Tam Tautan. Know that form alone. That is enough. If you know that, then Tritiya onwards, same. Almost same. Only in Ekavachana, it is some difference are there. In Dvivachanam, Bhagavachanam, it is same. And Shashti Vibhakti Bhagavachanam, there is some change. That's it. Otherwise, it is same as Rama Shabda. And if you know this Shabda, that Shabda, subsequent Shabdas can be easily learned. Same format is going to come. And that is a demonstrative pronoun. So further, other Shabdas, what we are going to see, all those will be demonstrative pronouns. Tena tabhyam taihi tasmai tabhyam tebhyah tasmat tabhyam tebhyah
Tasmat Dabhyam Tebhyah
tasya tayoho tesham
Tasyayoho Tesham
tasmin tayoho teshu.
Tasmin Tayoho Teshu.
Have you all memorized this Shabda?
No.
Not yet? Please do it.
Not all, Guruji.
Please do it. 1 week time is there. Next week, please do it. Now I'm going to extend to other Shabdas. So only if you know the Shabda, you will know the Shabdas. Now, Etad. You know Tad the same way, Etad. Only in Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, the form is different. Otherwise, it is same. You yourself will see. You please repeat after me. Dakarantaha Pullingaha Etad Shabdaha.
Dakarantah Pullingah Etad Shabdah.
What does it mean? Etad?
This.
Tad is that. Tad.
Which is far. Tad
Yes.
that.
This is
far.
that.
Etad is this.
This.
Eshaha etau ete.
Etau ete.
Ekavachanam we can see. Eshaha is there. That is only change. Otherwise, you go to the previous Shabda, same. But instead of Saha, you put Eshaha. And what will be Dvitiya? Etau, Dvivachanam, Etau, Ete. Then Dvitiya Vibhakti, Etam, एतौ एतान्
आन
एतेन एताभ्याम् एतैः एतस्मै एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्मात् एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्य एतयोः एतेषाम् एतस्मिन् एतयोः एतेषु. So to know etat shabda, you should know tat shabda. To memorize this. And then other form also in Vidya Tatya Bhakti. I won't, compel you to know the other forms. Only one form you know, that is enough. Tat shabda you know, etat shabda is known. That you know, this also is known as known. Let us stand this. Yeshaha etau yete.
एषः एतौ
ते
एतम् एतौ एतान्.
एतम्
एतौ
एतान्
I'm dropping the other forms. I'm not chanting that. Okay. Etena etabhyam etaihi.
एतेन एताभ्याम् एतैः
Etasmai etabhyam etebhyah.
तस्मै
एताभ्याम्
एताभ्यः
Etasmat etabhyam etebhyah.
तस्मात् एताभ्याम्
एतेभ्यः
Etasya etayoho etesham.
तस्य एतयोः तेषाम्
Etasmin etayoho eteshu.
तस्मिन् एतयोः एतेषु
The shabda, tat shabda is important. And further also you will see. Kim shabda. That also you will see. It is in same line with tat shabda. You will see how it is. Makarantaha pullingaha kim shabdaha.
मकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः किं शब्दः
For tat shabda saha taute. For kim shabda kaha taute. Simple. Ditya vibhakti tam tau tan. Here kam gau khan. Replace ta by kakara by kakara. That's all. Tena kena. Tabhyam kabhyam. Taihi kaihi. Tasmai kasmai. Tasmat kasmat. Tasya kasya. Tasmin kasmin. So it's very simple. So without that shabda, this is difficult. That is why you see this sequence. Shabda sequence, I teach this in a particular order so that it's easy to connect and remember. Please try to commit this to memory. Understand this. Kaha kauke.
कः कौके
Kam kaukan.
कौकान्
Kena kavyam kaihi.
काव्यां कैः
Tasmai kavyam kebhyaha.
तस्मै
काव्याभ्यः
Tasmat kavyam kebhyaha.
तस्मात् काव्याभ्यः
Tasya kayoho kesham.
कस्य
Tasmin kayoho keshu.
कस्मिन्
So now you can see the connection. Kaha means what?
what
Who or what? Saha is
that
Saha is
he
okay.
he or
Here that also maybe. Saha pratama vibhakti ekavachanam of tat shabda. Kim pratama vibhakti ekavachana shabda is form is kaha. Saha kaha.
who is that
Who is he or who is what is that? I don't know, right? Saha kaha.
who is he
Now saha tau te kaha kau ke. Saha kaha tau kau te ke. You understand? So it is connected.
yes
So if it is pratama vibhakti means the vibhakti should match, vachanam should match. Saha kaha tau kau te ke. Similarly, yeshaha kaha etau kau,
kau,
ete.
ete,
All these are pullinga. Remember the linga. Now, eshaha, etau, ete. Right? So let us know pullinga first. Then you can do other linga. This also I will teach you. All the only pullinga part I will teach you. Other linga you will see. So this is also same like tat shabda. Yet means which
Which?
or who. Who means not the question. The one who is Rama is the son of Dasharatha. That who. Okay. Not that who is Rama. You understand the difference? No. Therefore, yet is who or which. That's the translation of the word yad. So let us stand this. Dakarantaha pullingaha yad shabdaha
दकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः
यत्
यत् शब्दः
yaha yauye.
यः ये
In tat shabda saha yad yaha. Yah saha taute yaha yauye. Replace the takara by yakara. You get the form. Right. Yam yauyan.
यं
यौयान्
यान्
Yena yavyam yaihi.
येन याभ्यां यैः
Yasmai yavyam yebhyaha.
यस्मै
यस्मै याभ्यां यैः
Yasmat yavyam yebhyaha.
यस्मात्
याभ्यां
याभ्यां
Yasya yayoho yesham.
यस्य
योः येषां
Yasmin yayoho yeshu.
यस्मिन्
येषु
Now, I'm just saying a sentence. Yaha Ramaha Saha Putraha. Yaha is what? Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Ramaha Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Pullinga. Yaha Ramaha. The one who is Rama. Saha. He. That is also Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Putraha. Son. Yaha Ramaha Saha Putraha. Yaha Ramaha Saha Veeraha. Yaha Ramaha Saha Nripaha. Can say many sentences like that. Right? Understand?
Yes, Guruji.
Now, Yau Balakau. Yau Balakau. Tau Putrau. Tau Veerau. Can say those two. Yau Balakau. Those boys. The boys who are Yau Balakau. Tau Putrau. That is the boys who are the sons. That's all. Translation. The boys are the sons. Yau balakau tau putrau. Similarly, ye is there. Ye chatraha, I can say. Ye chatraha te panditaha. I'm just saying, okay. Students are pandits. Ye chatraha, ye chatraha te panditaha.
पण्डिताः
Right? You understand how I say this? Connect this. All the Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So yaha, saha, so it goes together. Yaha Ramaha, saha putraha. Yaha Ramaha, saha nripatihi raja. Iti. So this is the usage of yad. So you can see how the vibhaktis match. That is the syntax. Okay. You cannot say yaha balakau. You cannot say. It's a mistake. What's a mistake?
Vachan does not match.
Okay, so therefore you need to know this shabda. Starting from tat shabda, tad shabda we have seen, etat shabda, kim shabda, and yet shabda. Okay, so please know this. Once you know this, then we can see Strilinga. So this is your homework.
Yes, Guruji.
Now, before we see that, go to the exercise. Let me introduce something today. It will take some time to sink in your head. So let it be that. Okay. Now it is, read this. I'll ask one of you to read. first person, the chat box. Priyaji, please read.
Yes, Sri.
You can read.
Needs to be scroll.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, Sri. The English one before
Yes,
we
yes.
get introduced.
Yes, please just read the English sentence. Yes.
Okay. Before we get introduced to verbal forms, let us remember that the noun forms can be in the first person or second person or third person, and in keeping with the person, the verbal forms change.
You understand this sentence?
Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
So we are going to see the verbal forms now. What is the name for verbal form in Sanskritam?
Dhatu.
Kriyapada.
Kriyapadam.
Kriyapadam. And noun form?
Pratipadikam.
Namapadam.
Namapadam. sorry.
Namapadam.
Pratipadikam is
The root of
Declension.
Noun base.
noun base.
Noun base.
Noun base.
And the verbs are
Dhatu.
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 So, where noun base cannot be used. Dhatu cannot be used in the language as such. You have to convert that into a refined word, padam. So, pratipadikam, which is noun base, from that we derive noun forms, namapadam, by adding some suffixes, pratyaya. Suffixes are called pratyaya. We have seen this, all this. Okay, the names you must be familiar now. Similarly, dhatus are converted to kriyapadam by adding suffixes. The names of the suffixes also I told you before. Anyway, that is not important. So, suffix, you remember pratyaya. Okay. Now, the noun forms, we know, it can be in the first person, second person, third person. What is the Samskrita name for first person, second person, third person?
Pradama Purusha, Pradama Purusha,
Madhyama
Uttama Purusha,
Uttama.
Madhya Purusha. Madhyama
Which is
Purusha.
Uttama Purusha?
First person.
First person.
First person is Uttama Purusha. And third person is?
Pradama Purusha. Pradama
Remember
Purusha.
that. It's important. Pratama is first. So Pratama Purusha is not first person. Don't translate like that. It will end up in problem. Pratama meaning first. Pratama Purusha means first person only. No, it's not like that. Pratama
Third
Purusha
person.
is third person in English. And Uttama Purusha is the first person.
First person.
Second person is Madhyama Purusha. No problem, right? So in keeping with the person, the Kriyapadam also must be. So if the Purusha is first person, the Kriyapadam also must be in first person. Like in English, right? That's what I've given here further. For example, in English, how do you say sentence, I eat? First person. So the Kriyapadam is eat. In English, you don't see much distinction, but in Sanskritam, you will see. I eat. So eat is
Mama.
a Kriyapadam. It's singular, therefore eat. We eat, then also it is eat only. So for the first person, eat, whether it is singular or plural, it is eat only. And for Madhyama Purusha, second person, you eat, singular. That also eat only. Everywhere they say only eat. You all eat, that also eat. So no problem in that. And third person, they eat. That is, they eat, third person, plural. If it is singular in English it changes. He eats, she eats, or it eats. Right? So only eats and eat, only two forms are there. But in Sanskritam, we have every form will be different. If it is first person, singular, the form is different. First person. And dual also we have what? Dual also. So singular, dual and plural. You can imagine. Singular, dual and plural. The Kriyapadam will be different. That is what we are going to see. Just comparing with English. So in Sanskritam also, the verbal forms change with the person and the number. Number is singular, dual, plural. Person is first person, second person, third person. So let me use only the Samskrita words for the person. Pratham Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. You understand that. Similarly, number is Ekvachanam, Dvivachanam, Bhagavachanam. Number. Okay. So remember the names of the person. That's what I told now. Then introduction to verbal forms. A sentence in general will have a subject. A noun will be there with a verb. The verb indicates the action done by the subject, that is a noun. Rama reads. Reads is the verb. Rama is a subject. Reads is a Kriya Padam. And Rama is the person doing the action, is a subject, is the Nama Padam. In Sanskritam, it is Nama Padam. So, in the sentence, he is Rama. This is another sentence. He is a subject and his is a verb. There is no any action involved, but still that is the status of being. That itself, it's as well an action. He is Rama. In Sanskritam, we have the word asti. Even if the word asti is not there, we supply. We have seen that Saha Ramaha asti. Even Saha Ramaha, there is no verb. No verb means there is no sentence without verb, right? A sentence cannot be without verb. A verb must be there. In English, he is Rama, no problem. That is the verb, right? Is the as though it is an action. The state of being is an action. In Sanskritam, Saha Ramaha is there. He is Rama, Saha Ramaha. Where is the verb? Verb is not there, and a sentence without verb cannot be a sentence. It's not like that. Saha Ramaha is there. Asti is understood. If it is not there, we have to supply in a sentence. You may find sentences without Kriya Padam. It doesn't mean doesn't have Kriya Padam. Always Asti. Asti. Being. The being is always is. That is what. That is nothing without this being is. That is what Vedanta also says. Everything has got existence. You talk about only that which exists. So existence exists. That is the verb. Asti means exist. So Rama, yes, Rama exists. Okay. If it is not there, you have to supply. Okay. Then each subject, that is noun, has a different derivation. Based on the linga, it changes. Has got a different derivation based on the number and the case. Okay, the noun is derived. The noun form is derived from the noun base based on the gender, and the forms are different in different numbers and case. That is, case means vibhakti, numbers means vachanam. So in keeping with the number and the person, we have to use the verbs. The verbal forms should be in keeping with the number and persons. Verbal forms, that is, Kriya Padam can be in singular, dual, or plural. The Kriya Padam denotes an action. So that has to be connected to the noun, the right noun, keeping with the number and person. Then only the sentence will be syntactically correct. Ramaha khadati. A simple example. Ramaha khadati. Khadati we know. Kriya Padam. Khadati. Which Purusha? It is Prathama Purusha. Ramaha. How many Rama? Only one Rama. So singular. Ramaha is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Khadati is Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Vachanam matches. Purusha also matches. Therefore, syntactically it is correct. Now, so here what we are going to see some the verbal forms. Now we are entering the verbal forms. Important. We will do the exercise on the Samskrita book also, and this also, a little by little, we will read. So you will see a lot of things here in this document. Now, let us understand these verbal forms. Verbal forms, that is Kriya Padam, they are derived from derived from verbal roots, dhatus. So verbal roots are called dhatus, verbal forms are called Kriya Padam. From a verbal root, verbal form is derived. And verbal root dhatu. The word dhatu has got etymology. It is derived from the dhatu. The word dhatu has got dhatu. Okay. The word dhatu, dhatuhu, ukaranta shabda. Dhatu is ukaranta shabda. Like Guru shabda, you can decline. Dhatu, dhatuhu, dhatu, dhatavaha, dhatum, dhatu, dhatun, dhatuna, dhatubhyam, dhatuvihi. So for that, you should know Guru shabda. Then only you can chant dhatu shabda. Dhatu is, it's a padam, nama padam. And that nama padam also has its etymology. You have to go to the verbal root, how it is derived. In Sanskritam, that is there. You can go to the etymology of the word, trace the root of the word. The root will be in some dhatu, some verbal root. So the word dhatu itself has the verbal root dha dhatu. Dha dhatu. Dha means to sustain, to nourish. That is the meaning of the verbal root dha. So therefore, dadhati, dharati, poshati, va, saha, dhatuhu. This is how this is a format we say. We give the etymological description of any word. Dadati, dharati, poshati. Poshati means nourishes. That dadati, which holds, which sustains. Dharati, sustains. That which gives. Dadati, that which sustains, which nourishes. That is called dhatu. So verbal roots are that which nourishes the language, supports the language. So dhatu is derived from the verbal root dha. So from dha only you get. Similarly, the word Rama is from the verbal root ram. Ram means to revel. Ram means to revel. Ramate esmin iti sarvan sarvaha esmin iti. The one in whom everybody revels. That is called Ram. That is called Ramaha. Not Ram. That is called Ramaha. That in which everyone revels, enjoys, is called Ramaha. So the word Ramaha as verbal root. Any name you take, it can have verbal root. We can give. If not that, we can give also. We can give our own explanation. So Rama as its root in verbal root, as its verbal root, Ram. Ram means to revel. Maybe that is why Ram is also called, that's why it's called Ram. So Ram Dhatu. So every word has its Dhatu. You understand what I'm saying?
Guruji, what is Dharati here?
Dharati, that which supports. Dharati. Okay. Anyway, this we won't be able to, you can only appreciate what I say. It's difficult to understand this etymological derivation, how we present the etymological derivation of a word. Okay. So just to make you understand, the dhatu itself has its root. It's derived from the verbal root. Any word of the language you can trace to the verbal root. So verbal roots are the base. Without verbal roots, without dhatus, no language. Only from the dhatus only all the words are derived. Whether it is a noun form or whether it is a kriya padam, verbal form, everything is derived only from the dhatu. To give you a little more information, from a verbal root, you derive a kriya padam. Okay, that we know by adding some suffix. And a shabda pratipadikam also has its root in the dhatu. Has its root in dhatu, some verbal root. Hari also, Hru dhatu. Guru also, you can trace like that to the verbal roots. And once you derive a padam, from a Pratipadikam, you have derived Namapadam. And this Namapadam also again can be converted into a Kriyapadam. That possibility is there in the language. A Namapadam can be converted to a Kriyapadam. Similarly, a Kriyapadam can be converted into a Pratipadikam. That possibility also is there. So all the possibilities are there. So the language is so big. Big means so many words are there which you can derive. That is why the language doesn't have a specific dictionary. Dictionary is there only for the commonly used words, dictionary. And many words are derivable. Many words you can coin it. And for all the bases, the basis is the verbal roots or the base. So dhatu is important. That is, dhatu is what we are going to see. And this dhatu, verbal root, let me use the word dhatu. You understand, I hope, dhatu. Dhatu can be parasmepadi or atmanipadi. What is parasmepadi, atmanipadi? Don't worry about it. We will see later. It's going to come later. Dhatu can be, verbal root can be classified into parasmepadi and atmanipadi. I'll explain with a simple dhatu, which we are familiar. A noun base can be declined for cases and numbers. We know that Rama has got vibhaktis and vachanam. Similarly, dhatu also can be declined for persons and numbers. How many, when Shabda is declined, how many forms are there? Declension of Rama Shabda, how many forms Rama can take? Can anyone say?
24.
24. Guru.
24.
21.
8 into 3.
Yeah.
24.
Vibhaktis and 3 vachans.
Three vachana.
3 vachanas.
What about the dhatu?
9.
9.
Very good. 3 purusha, 3 vachanam.
3 vachanas.
Yeah.
3 into 3, 9.
9.
And we have parasmepadi dhatu, atmanepadi dhatu. Therefore, how many will be there?
18.
Very good.
18.
9 plus 9, 18. What is parasmepadi, atmanepadi? We will see. Don't worry about it now. But 9 plus 9, 18. Now let us start with the simple verbal root pat dhatu. This is a sign I have given. This is because this is a root, right? In mathematics, we use this root symbol. So to show that pat is a dhatu, I use that symbol. So don't think it as something else. It is a root symbol. Pat dhatu. Why that symbol? The symbol indicates it is not a kriya padam. It has not yet become a kriya padam. It is a verbal root, prakriti. The meaning of the dhatu, pat, means to read. Pat, to read. And for Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam, the form is patati. Pat dhatu, patati. You can see this notation, this is how I do it. The denominator 1 is the vachanam, and the numerator, the Roman 3 is that stands for Purusha. 3 means Purusha. 3 is Pratama Purusha. 2 is
Madhyama Purusha.
and 1 is
Uttama Purusha.
Uttama Purusha.
Uttama
Understand that. Okay. So now Rama is Pratama Purusha, Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam of Akaranta Pullinga Rama Shabda. Any doubt in this? Rama is what? Is it Pratama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha? It is not you. It is not me. It is somebody else.
Third
It is
person.
Pradama Purusha.
third person, Pratama Purusha. And Ramaha is there. It is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. And the description of the Pratipadikam Rama is Akarantaha Pullingaha Rama Shabdaha. We know that very well. So therefore, the dhatu, pat means to read. When you decline in Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam, the form is patati. So pat becomes patati by adding some suffix, pratyaya. Not only ti, in between something also comes. That is out of scope of discussion we have now. So it's remember this much. Some pratyaya is added to the dhatu, and you get the kriya padam patati. But patati stands for the Pratama Purusha Ekavachana form of pat dhatu. So now you can say Ramaha patati. Ramaha is what Purusha? Prathama Purusha.
Pradhama Purusha.
Patati is also Prathama Purusha. Ramaha is Ekavachanam. Patati also Ekavachanam. So therefore, when you say Ramaha Patati, it means Rama reads. The sentence is syntactically, the grammatically correct sentence. Ramaha Patati. Rama reads. Right? So Kriya Padam is Patati. And Ramaha is the Karta. Is the subject. Kartru Padam. Karta, therefore, I am saying Kartru Padam. Remember the word Karta? Kartru. Have you seen the word Kartru somewhere?
Yes. Rukarantaha.
Very good. Rikarantaha, Pullingaha,
कर्तृशब्दः
We didn't
Kartru
chant,
कर्ता
but we know.
कर्तारो कर्तारः
Yes, Karta, Kartaro, Kartaraha. Kartru here, it is the Pratipadikam. Kartru and Padam becomes one word. Kartru Padam, we say. So Ramaha is the Karta, Kartru Padam. Ramaha Karta, Patati, Kriya. So Ramaha is derived from the Pratipadikam Rama, and we know it is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana, Namapadam, who is the Karta of the action reading. Therefore, Ramaha is the Kartrupadam. Is the Kartrupadam means he is a doer. The word indicating the doer, the subject, that is called Kartrupadam. So Rama can be marked as 1-1. We know this. 1-1 is numerator 1 stands for Vibhakti. Denominator 1 stands for Vachanam.
Vachanam.
Okay, this is our way. This is, I mark it like that. This is not Sanskritam. Okay, this is for our understanding. I mark the Vibhakti and Vachanam so that we understand the words. We understand the words of the sentence. Then, Patati is Prathama Purusha, Ekavachana Kriyapadam. Therefore, it can be marked like this. Numerator, the Roman 3 stands for the Purusha, Prathama Purusha, and 1, the denominator stands for Vachanam. So therefore, Ramaha Patati, we can write like this. So in this sentence, you can see the Vachanam should match. Vachanam of the Kriyapadam should match with the Vachanam of the Kartrupadam. Kriya will have a Karta. Any action will have a Karta, a doer. Vachanam should match. We cannot say Ramaha Patati. Can we say?
No.
No.
Vachanam, Ramaha is Bhagavachanam. Patati is Ekavachanam. Mismatch of Vachanam, you cannot do it. For that Patati, instead of Patati, we have to use Patanti. We will see that. So, therefore, that is what I have written here. Kriyapadam, let us examine the above sentence. Rama is the Prathama Purusha. It is not Rama, it is Ramaha, it must be. The typo. Ramaha is the Prathama Purusha Karta and of Kriya and is Ekavachanam. The Kriyapadam should confirm with the Karta in Vachanam and Purusha. This we must know. Now, in the above example, there is conformity with the Vachanam and the Kriyapadam indicates the Purusha of the Karta, right? The Kriyapadam indicates the Purusha. Patati means, is it you or me? Who reads? Neither. Neither both of us. It is somebody else. Right? So, Kriyapadam indicates a Purusha. Whether it is Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha or Uttama Purusha. Therefore, Kriyapadam indicates Purusha and the Vachanam of the Kriyapadam should match with the Vachanam of the Karta, Kartrupadam. Is it clear? Yes?
Yes, Gurudev.
Yes.
So the conformity is very important. Then only the sentence will be meaningful. Examples are given here. Ramaha Patati. Rama reads. Rama Patati. Rama is Strilinga. Rama reads. Then Saha Patati. He reads. Sa Patati. She reads. Yeshaha Patati. This person reads. Yesha Patati. Female, feminine gender. This person reads. Ayam Patati. This person reads. Iyam Patati. Ayam is male and Iyam is feminine. This person reads. All these are Patati. Why? Because the Karta are Prathama Purusha. You can see the Karta. Ramaha, Rama, Saha, Sa, Yeshaha, Yesha, Ayam, Iyam. All these are Prathama Purusha. Ekavachanam. Therefore, patati, which is Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Right? So, now let us learn few more Kriya Padams. I've given few Kriya Padams. We know this, we have seen this. Likati is a Kriya Padam. And the dhatu is lik. Lik means to write. Likati means, what is the meaning of likati?
Rights.
Writes. Writes means one person. And it is Prathama Purusha, likati. Khad, dhatu. From that we get khadati, means eats. So the suffix t is important. The t is very significant. It gives a lot of information. Similarly, nam. Nam means to salute. Yes, namati. Drish means to see. And drish becomes pashyati. You have to see the form. The form changes. Not drishati. Drish becomes pashyati. Dhatu is drish dhatu. And pa means to drink. That becomes pipati. The form of the dhatu and the kriya padam is different. For some dhatus, it is like that. Gam, to go. That becomes gacchati, not gamati. That becomes gacchati. So dhatus are different. And the dhatu kriya padams are derived. And all the kriya padams in Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam, you can see the suffix t is added. What is the significance of this t? The suffix, it is given in this bracket. You can see t indicates, number one, the karta of the kriya, number one. And t also, the suffix t indicates it is the sentence is active voice. Rama writes, Rama eats, active voice sentence. What tense? Present tense. What person? Third person. What number? Singular. This 5 information is presented by the suffix t. Please remember this. Purusha, Vachanam, and Kala, and whether it is active voice or passive voice, and it indicates a subject. These 5 things are included in the small suffix t. Highly loaded suffix. T is highly loaded with all this information. Can you follow me up to this?
Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. Then I'm giving you a few dhatus which you need to know. You can take a snapshot of this. I will send this file later because I'm doing this, not yet done, editing to be done. You can take a snapshot of this. This Kriya Padam, you try to be familiar. We'll be using all these Kriya Padam. I will take it for granted that you know. Patati, reads. Gacchati, goes. Khadati, eats. I have not given the dhatu here. I have given only the Kriya Padam. You know the Kriya Padam, it is enough. Dhatu part, it will take time to see the dhatu part, to understand. So don't worry about it. Kriya Padam and the meaning you know. Patati, falls. Vadati, speaks. Vasati, lives. Namati, salutes. Dhavati, jumps. Khadati, eats. Karoti, does. Gayati, sings. Dhyayati, meditates. Pashyati, sees. Pibati, drinks. Charati, moves. These Kriya Padam you know, because I'm going to give a lot of dhatus. It's going to come, this many lists are there. So this dhatus, this Kriya Padams, you have to be familiar. Please remember this. This is your homework. How many Kriya Padams are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 15 Kriya Padams are there. You can know the forms and the meaning. Right? Understand this?
Yes.
Now we can go to that book and do the exercise. Okay, now Priyaji, you can read Abhyasa number 41.
Okay, Ji.
Others can
Bhajana.
please with the mic. Yes.
Bhajanam karoti.
Bhojanam. Bhajanam.
Bhojanam.
Not, it is Bhajanam.
Yeah, first one.
Yes.
Bhajanam karoti. Bhojanam karoti. अध्ययनं करोति, शयनं करोति, भ्रमणं करोति, अभिवादनं करोति, निन्दनं करोति, श्रवणं करोति, कीर्तनं करोति, मननं करोति, स्मरणं करोति, स्मरणं करोति, दर्शनं करोति.
Yes. So actually here you have to fill in with that. Okay. Bhaktah karoti. Bhaktah karoti. Bhaktah kim karoti? Bhaktah bhajanam karoti. He does bhajana. He praises. He does bhajans. Bubukshitah kim karoti?
Bhojanam
I
karoti.
tell you the meaning. Bubukshitah means the person who is hungry.
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 What is the word for food? Bhojanam.
Bhojanam.
Okay, let me ask this. Karoti, just now we saw the dhatu. Karoti means
Does.
who does?
Hungry.
The one who is hungry.
Bhukshitaha. Let us say the first sentence. Bhaktaha bhajanam karoti. Kaha karoti?
Bhaktah.
You see my
Bhajanam
question.
karoti.
My question is kaha karoti. Karoti is ekavachanam. Therefore kaha. Karoti is pratama purusha. Therefore kaha. Kaha karoti.
Bhaktah karoti.
Bhaktaha is neither you nor me. It is somebody else.
Third person.
Third person. Therefore bhaktaha. Bhaktaha karoti.
Singular.
Bhaktaha now kim karoti?
Bhajanam karoti.
Bhajanam karoti.
Now in the sentence, what is bhajanam? It is karma. It is karma, not kriya padam. Bhajanam is the object. Subject is bhaktaha. Bhajanam is the object.
Oh, okay.
For the karoti, the kriya, the object of action is bhajanam. So karma means, please understand, karma is not my karma, my fate, not that karma I'm talking about. Karma is grammar karma, grammatical karma. It means object. You need to note this. Karma here is grammatical karma, grammar karma. Karma doesn't mean that it is fate, destiny, karma, action. No, karma, what I mean is object. Please note, karma means object. In grammar, karma means object. Karta means subject. Remember this, very important. Don't forget this. So bhajanam is karma. Karma, now let me show this. Let us see the phala shabda. Akarantaha napumsakalingaha bhajana shabdaha. I'm taking bhajana. Okay. Bhajanam. How do you decline? Bhajana?
Bhajanam. Bhajane.
Bhajanam bhajane bhajanani.
Bhajanam bhajane
Bhajanani
Only
bhajanani.
that much. Only two vibhaktis are important. Now you tell me the sentence what we saw. Bhaktaha bhajanam karoti. That bhajanam, where is it? Which vibhakti, which vachanam?
Vidya.
Pratama
Yeah. Can it be pratama vibhakti?
Dvivachanam.
It cannot be. It's
It
object.
cannot be.
Because pratama vibhakti denotes karta. Dvitiya vibhakti denotes karma.
Karma.
So there bhajanam is karma. In the sentence, bhajanam is karma. Therefore, it is 2-1. Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. You understand this?
Yes.
Very good. So bhaktaha is 1-1. Bhajanam is 2-1. And karoti is pratama purusha ekavachanam. You can mark it. That's why we have to mark it. So kaha karoti? Bhaktaha karoti. Kim karoti? Bhajanam karoti.
Bhajanam.
Bhaktaha bhajanam karoti. Bhajana is karma 2-1. Bhajana is napumsakalinga. Akarantaha napumsakalinga bhajana. All the words what you read now, all these are napumsakalinga. Bhajana. Bhajanam is there. Pratipadikam is bhajana. Bhojanam is there. Pratipadikam is bhojana. Adhyayana, Shayana, Brahmana, Abhivadana, Nindana, all are Pratipadikam. When you decline that, it becomes Bhajanam Bhajane Bhajanani, Bhajanam Bhajane Bhajanani iti. Understand? Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
The next sentence number 2, Jyoti ji, you can read. Not there. Okay, next person. Girija ji,
Yes, Guruji.
number 2.
Bhukshitaha
You
bhojanam
can pick up. Yes, good.
bhojanam karoti.
You have to pick up the word from this list. Bhojanam karoti. Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
And
kaha
some-
karoti?
Bhojanam.
Bubukshitaha karoti. Bubukshitaha kim karoti?
Bhojanam karoti.
Bhojanam
What
karoti.
is bhojanam karoti?
Bhojanam is dvitiya vibhakti of karma.
Bhojana
Bhojan.
shabda.
Bhojana shabda.
Bhojanam is dvitiya vibhakti of bhojana shabda. Okay.
Bhojana shabda.
Bhojanam
the
karoti. What does it mean?
He eats.
Eating.
Hungry person eats.
Eats.
Bhojanam karoti. We can use one kriya padam. Can you say what kriya padam?
Khadati.
That's
Kadati.
simple.
Kadati.
Kadati. So bhojanam karoti is equal to
Khadani.
Kadati.
Kadati.
bhajanam karoti is equal to bhajati.
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 Okay.
Understand this? Very good.
Yeah.
Next person, Indraji. Third sentence.
Samshodakaha
Dash
adhyayanam
karoti. Number 3
adhyayanam
is,
karoti.
yes. Samshodakaha adhyayanam karoti.
Adhyayanam karoti.
Samshodaka means what?
Researcher.
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 Yes. So, adhyayanam karoti. Samshodakaha karoti. Kim karoti? Adhyayanam
Adhyayanam
karoti.
karoti.
Adhyayanam what vibhakti?
Dvitiya vibhakti.
Dvitiya
Dvitiya
vibhakti.
vibhakti.
Can you make it into a one word? Adhyayanam karoti. Adhyayati, you can say.
Adhyayati.
Or simply patati, that's all. Easy word, kriya padam is patati. Samshodakaha patati.
Patati.
Adhyayanam means he reads, he studies. Okay, that's all Adhyayanam is. Number next one, next person. Next person is Manjula ji.
Yeah, Guruji.
Number 4.
Rugnaha. Scroll down, Guruji, please.
Okay. Aha kim karoti? Number 4.
Shayanam karoti.
Shayanam karoti.
Rugnaha shayanam karoti.
Here we cannot say shayati. Okay, no, it's not that. It's not always like that. Wherever it is there, I will tell you. It is not like that. Shayanam karoti, you cannot say shayati. No.
Nidrati.
Huh?
Nidrati.
Nidrati or shete, you can say. Okay. Shete.
What is that? Shete.
Shete.
Shayate.
Not
Is it
shayate.
shayate?
Shete. Anyway, don't worry about it. Now, nidrati is fine. Shete, shayate, sherate. That is different, difficult, different dhatu. So leave it out, no problem. Next one. Kausalyaji, number 5.
Patikaha.
Patikaha means traveler. What does it do, traveler?
Brahmanam
Moves around. Right? Traveler, Brahmanam karoti.
Karoti.
So Brahmanam is Dvitiya Vibhakti. Right? Can you make it one Kriya Padam? Yes, simple, possible.
Brahmati.
Bramayati.
Brahmati, not
Brahmati.
Brahmayati.
Brahmati.
Brahmati.
Patikaha Brahmati.
Brahmati.
Can we say charati also?
Yeah, charity means he walks. Brahmati is moving around, move from place to place. Therefore Brahmati.
Wandering.
And he is traveled, yeah, wanders.
Wanderers. Yeah.
Next one, Lataji, number 6.
Guruji, Rugnaha means, is it a sick person?
Deceased person.
Sick person.
Sick person. Yes. Thank you that you asked that. Rugnaha is sick person. Number 6, Lataji.
Vinitaha.
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 Okay, what does he do? Number 6 is
Abhivadanam.
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 Abhivadanam means
Namaskar karoti.
Namaskar.
yes.
Namaskar.
Namaskaram
Namati.
karoti. Namati. Simple.
Namati.
Yeah.
Nitaha Abhivadanam karoti. Abhivadanam karoti is equal to Namati.
Vinitaha namati.
Ramkumarji, number 7.
Yes, Guruji. Dushtah
7, what is number 7?
Nindanam. Dushtah nindati. दुष्टः निन्दति और निन्दनं करोति.
Good. Yes. Nindati or nindanam
Nindanam
karoti.
Nindanam karoti.
Good. Jyoti ji, if you are speaking, you have to mute your mic and speak to the person. Okay. Everybody can hear. Next person. Meera ji.
गीतप्रियः can you scroll Guruji?
Shravan.
Geeta Priya, the lover of song. What does she?
कीर्तनं करोति.
No, she doesn't sing. The person doesn't sing. Not he. She. He listens.
श्रवणं.
Let her speak. Meera ji.
गीतप्रियः श्रवणं करोति.
Shravanam karoti. That's it. Shravanam is
Listen.
Ditya Bhakti Ekavachana. She listens. She does the listening. Okay. In English, how do you translate Geeta Priyaha Shravanam Karoti? The lover of songs listens. Does the listening. But does the listening means what? Listens only. Right. So, Kriya Padam, single Kriya, not Shravati. Don't make it like that. It is a different dhatu. Shrunoti. The form.
Shrunoti. Okay.
Difficult now to remember. Don't worry about it. Shrunoti. If possible, remember. Otherwise, no problem. Shravanam Karoti is simple. Next one. Krishna Kumarji. Number 9.
Bhaktaha kirtanam karoti.
Yes. Bhaktaha kirtanam. Kirtanam is sings.
Sing the
A
praise.
devotee does singing. It means sings.
Gayati.
Kirtayati also you can say.
Kirtayati.
Kirtanam. Praises. Sings. Kirtanam means not singing also. Kirtayati means praises. Bhaktaha kirtayati. That praising in the form of singing.
Yeah.
Next one,
Exactly, I
Shruti.
wanted to ask Guruji.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that is what I wanted to ask. Kirtanam karoti. So what can you? What would be the one word? So it is kirtayati. Right?
Kirtayati. Yes. Eulogies. Praises.
Thank you.
Next one. Shruti ji. Number 10.
Kirti means praise also.
Kirti means glory. Yes. Fame. Praise.
Panditah. Panditah smaranam karoti. Mananam karoti.
Mananam karoti.
Karoti.
Mananam means he thinks. Panditaha mananam karoti. He contemplates. Mananam means not contemplation. I mean, you can say things. It means he considers, he thinks. Something is thinking.
Oh.
Here, mananam is not manati and all, so it's not like that. It will be different. Manyate, we don't know, don't worry about it.
Manyate.
And the next one, Nalini ji. Chatraha.
Chatraha smaranam karoti.
But smaranam karoti is remembers. The student smaranam karoti, remembers. The student does the remembering. Okay. And the Kriya Padam, one Kriya Padam you can use. What is that?
Smarati.
Smarati. Chatraha smarati.
Smarati.
The last one, Bhaktaha. Anybody can say.
Darshanam karoti.
Darshanam karoti.
Darshanam karoti. What does it mean? What does it mean? Darshanam karoti.
Worship.
Sees. Pashyati.
Bhaktaha, the devotee, does the seeing. It means he sees. The devotee sees. What is one Kriya Padam? We can use replacing both.
Pashyati.
Pashyati. Please note, it is pashyati.
Darshayati also there.
No, not darshayati. Darshayati means causing to see, showing.
Okay.
Meaning is different.
Darshati. Can we use darshati?
No, there is no darshati. It's not like that. It's not so simple as we think. Okay, we cannot join like that. Simple one, I can say, I can tell you. Other things we need to know. We need to know the language. Okay, it's not darshati, not darshayati. It is pashyati. Remember, just now we saw this one. The year I have shown here for the drish dhatu. What is there? You can see drish dhatu. Pashyati.
Sees.
From drish only you get darshanam. From
Important
drish
word.
only you get darshanam. That becomes pashyati. So bhaktaha pashyati. Understand?
Yes.
And nam becomes namanam. Kad becomes kadanam.
Kadati.
Gam becomes gamanam. Pa becomes panam. Okay. Lik becomes not likanam.
Lekhanam.
Lekhanam. Different.
Lekhanam.
Those things we'll see. Long way to go. Okay. Whatever we have seen simple Kriya Padam, and that you have to remember. Okay, need to remember that. Okay, we can stop here. Any doubts?
No, Guru.
No.
It's good. You please buy those books that Sanskrita, Rashtriya Sanskrit Samsthan will be useful to develop the language. Yeah?
Yes, we ordered
Yes,
Guruji.
yes, we
We'll
are
do it in the
trying.
class also. We'll try the book. Not only that book, I will refer other books also, many other books.
Sure.
That book is a main support. Other books are also main support. Not only that book. Other books we are
Guruji,
going
we are
to.
not able to contact them, so we do not know how to get it here.
I also don't know. You can ask the person, Ram Kumarji. I think he gave the address.
Yes, Guruji, actually I am in Pune, so they have agreed to ship it here locally. So I'll ask my friends in Australia. This is Girijaji, right?
Yes, Krishna. Ram
Yes.
Kumar.
Yes, I'll ask my
So
friends. I have
someone in
a
India can receive
Yeah.
and then they can courier
Yes,
to.
they can courier to us. That's the
Yeah, that
Problem
can
is,
also be
I
done.
had my sister,
Yeah.
she passed away last December, so I'm at a loss.
And you find out you can buy all the volumes in one stretch. It'll be useful.
Not only these 4 volumes, Guruji, since it is being shipped out to a different country, if you could suggest any other books, all in
Yeah,
one
that
go,
would be
we
great.
can manage
Yes.
to get them in one go instead of trying to get them at different
These
times.
4
And
volumes
also,
with their answers will be there. Parishishtam, you can buy along with that. It will be useful for you if you refer.
one moment, Parisishta.
Parishishtam. I think comes along with that. And
Yeah.
Vidura Niti, Sankshepa Ramayanam, these are other books published by this publisher. Vidura Niti, you will not be able to understand immediately those things, but the long run will be useful.
A while ago, I saw some books on Sandhi and what is it? Some kind of a basic grammar thing.
Not by Rashtriya Sanskrit Samsthan. I don't know whether published those books. But this book, Vidraniti, Sankshep Ramayanam, those books you can buy. Okay. I think this is enough. Other books I'll suggest you. It's only local available.
Yeah.
PDF will be available. I'll send you the PDF for other books. Only thing is when I send PDF, you make sure that the publisher is not doesn't lose its revenue. You can some whatever you want, you can contribute, but please do it. Because we are using simply PDF. What will the publisher how will they survive? In Gita Press also. Gita Press books are very cheap. They're doing an excellent job. Right?
They use the Kindle version. That would be very helpful, but they are not.
They are not that advanced also. Yeah. That's true. So therefore, I will share the PDF whatever I have.
I have a pocket version of this Bhagavad Gita, Guruji, small one. So it is very nice. Published by Gita Press.
Gita Press, all the books are very cheap. Even Ramakrishna Math books are cheap compared to other publishers.
Okay.
So we will stop here.
Guruji, just one. Sorry.
1 minute. I'll come. Shanti mantra will give, then you can ask. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.